knock on those doors, and we have to convince people and put them in a car and drive them and get that vaccine in their arm. That is the mission. And we have to get in those communities, and we have to knock on those doors, and we have to convince people and put them in a car and drive them and get that vaccine in their arm. That is the mission.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the sincere Ahchyam that's pushing forward in the truth throughout the four corners of the earth. I want to say shalom to you, brothers, and keep pushing. And a double shalom to the sincere Ahchyam and the Israelites that's looking like the other nations. I want to say shalom to you, brothers and sisters, as well. My name is Dawud from GMS Line in St. Louis Camp, and I'm coming back at it with another video. And you just heard the governor, all right, Andrew Cuomo, mayor. I think he might be the mayor. I think the mayor probably is de Blasio, I think. But anyway, don't matter. So yeah, you heard it. And this is what we've been telling you this is about to happen. So, hey, get ready. Because we about to enter into the hour of temptation. Life as you know it is about to cease. You know, it's not going to be no 9-to-5 jobs. It's not going to be no damn gym or no bread and circus. Whatever, you're not going to be able to go in grocery stores if you don't get that thing. All right, so I just wanted to start with 2nd Ezra 15. And I'm going to pour more precepts and lower than this be edifying. So it reads, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I'll put in thy mouth, said the Lord. Cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true, right? And the words of this Bible that we speak, they're faithful and true. The right interpretation of the words. Because if you don't got the Holy Spirit, it's impossible to break these words down. You know, because there's a lot of people that's breaking the words of the Bible down wrong. And guess what? The Lord gonna judge them for that. But we know that the Lord controls both sides. And we know that those people that those false prophets are leading straight, the Lord didn't want them anyway. All right. So, like the apostles always say, if a nigga don't get it, we move it on. Verse 3, fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Right, it says all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Because, hey, these people, they don't believe that this is it. You know, because they don't see what's about to happen because the Lord didn't give them eyes to see. You know, they blind. All right, but we, the men of the Lord, up here at Great Millstone, like the apostles and elders, we believe that this is going to happen. All right. Matter of fact, we know this is going to happen. You just heard him say it. Ho said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more, as touching the wickedness which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cried unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. Right, so we complaining continually to the Lord about this place, and hey, it's vexing us. Like it say, Lot was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. All right, matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Then I'm gonna hop back. It might be 2 Peter 2. Yeah, it says, I'm gonna start at 4. For if the Most High spared not the angels that sin, but cast them down into hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness, to be reserved unto judgment, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly, right? And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after shall live ungodly. Right. So the Lord made those people that died in the flood and that died in Sodom and Gomorrah an example of what not to do. All right. Reading on. And delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, for that righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing vex his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. Right. So we getting vexed on a day-to-day basis with these people unlawful deeds. It's like, yeah. Seeing these sodomites and these out of order women. Like I done got to a point where I see a woman with some damn leggings and I just turn my head. Because we know that women are supposed to be dressing like that. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you look, but hey, you get burnt out on it. Because hey, you women, you leave nothing to the imagination. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. Another ass, okay. Moving on. But let's get back to second Esdras. It says, verse 9, and therefore said the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Hold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Right. And Egypt represents bondage, Egyptos. Because this place, America, is known as Babylon the Great, Egypt, and Sodom and Gomorrah. It's all the wicked kingdoms rolled in one. And you got all the people that had us in slavery. You Chinese, Japanese, you Africans, you white people, so on and so forth. You Arabs, you East Indians. Y'all all had us in slavery at one point in time. Verse 11, but I will bring them with the mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague, and the punishment that God shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for the sea shall fail through the blasting of hell, and with a fearful consolation. Right. And woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword of destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand, right? And it goes into all these different militia groups, Proud Boys, BLM, etc., etc. Because the Lord is stirring up this hatred, all right? And the Lord is showing you, Jakes, that Esau, Edom is your enemy. And we've been telling you this for the longest, but just some way, somehow, it just don't tend to register with you, Jakes. But that's the prophecy. Crouch down as an old lion, Judah. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right. Because when there ain't no food out here, when your 6 pairs of ribs is showing, and you ain't ate in 2 to 3 days, all right? Because you Americans, you don't know how to fast, and you flip the hell out. What you gonna do? You gonna break into your neighbor's house and take his food? Matter of fact, I keep reading. A man shall desire to go into his city and shall not be able. And we about to see that now. And they already talking about you got to get the you-know-what just in order to receive a damn passport. But because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Right, spoil your goods. So whatever you got in there, hey, even these people gonna start eating your pets. You got any type of animals in the house, birds, dogs, lizards, rodents, or whatever. They gonna eat it. They gonna look at it as food. Behold, said the Most High will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, So from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Lebanus, to turn themselves one against another, and repay the things that they have done to them, like as they do this day unto my chosen, so will I do also, and recompense in their bosom, thus saith the Lord. My right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth, right? So who are the sinners? You Israelites. Because we the only ones that can sin, because the Lord gave us the law, statutes, and commandments. You know, everybody else outside a covenant is a heathen, an outsider, another nation. And the Lord ain't dealing with you. Unless if he want to use you to bless us. You know, that's just what it is. All right? And Esau Edom, for you Christians out there, and he gonna show you how much he love you. Since he can be saved and all that. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, Revelation 12:12, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time, right? Yeah, so the time is nigh. All right, so hey, so he moving stuff quick. So what's the spirit that you got to be in now? You got to be in the spirit of hastening. All right. Let's get that real fast. 2 Peter 3:10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up, right, with that thermonuclear fire, those missiles. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Right, and it's about to tell you, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Right. So you got to hastening. It says, nevertheless, we according to his promise look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. Right. So yeah, we looking for a new heaven and a new earth. You know, and it's about to happen right now. We're living in those times. And this is in the next month and a half. Right. It's the 27th of July. And yeah, 27th of July. And we got another, month and a half. So September 13th. In New York, they're going to make that you know what, mandatory. And hey, you know, bring it on. Hey, because we been waiting on this, because the faster you try to push your agenda, you know, you set up the New World Order, the faster Yahweh Shemel Shai gonna set up his New World Order. Romans 13:11. And that knowing the time that now it is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed, right? So our salvation is nearer than when we believed. See? So you think, well, we got a little bit more time. You know, it's going to take a few more months, another year and a half or 2 years for them to say all 50 states got to get it. You know, New York and California, that's just 2 states. You still got 48 states left, or 49. Matter of fact, 47. Because I think Hawaii and Alaska is a part of the U.S. as well. So I think it's 51 or 52 states, something like that. But whatever. Guess what? All 50 states going to be destroyed anyway, so it don't even matter. And those other states is going to be occupied by the Israelites in the near future. So it don't even matter. This land never going to be inhabited again. So, you know, Revelation 2 and 10. For none of those things which thou shalt suffer, hold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. You shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life, right? So be faithful unto death. You know, because some of us are going to die. You know, and that might be written in your story. So you got to make sure that you're doing right and that you're ready for that. Because, yeah, Lord might see it fit. So you got to be strong. Hey, so with that, hey, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Ahchyam, 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 Hope that's edifying. Shalom. On to the next one.